Cool. Hey everyone, this was supposed to be an all white background, but in the Northwest that white goes away right away. I wasn't going to do this review until next winter, as it was one of my favorite perfumes last winter. I've just been too busy with everything. One of the big reasons I've held off on my spring list is because I love my winter fragrances most, and I'm not putting them away yet. I'm not updating my rotation yet. So I'm going to open the review out here, finish it back in the studio without the snow. Review of Bohemia by One Seed Perfumes. Showed the unboxing first thoughts Black Friday. It made it to the review stage. Means it's pretty decent perfume, which it is. It is, if you're looking for something just that gourmand dessert liqueur adult beverage that you maybe had in Vegas for $15-20, or a fancy restaurant if you're in a hip town like San Fran, London, Paris, or Portland, and just that fume that is around that drink, that's kind of what this is to me. Bohemia, it's a memory maker in the making. As soon as I sprayed it on this morning, this is what I wore. We're going to do a spray out here. Instantly brought back to the unboxing and brought back to, I wore on Christmas Eve, exactly some just conscious decisions I made on Christmas Eve. The fragrance brought me back to, and I've actually lived out those conscious decisions. I mean, we're in March now to this day, and I see the fruit of them. I was like, wow. So that's a new fragrance memory for me. While I hold the microphone, let's do a spray. I wish we could get the red, dark juice there of Bohemia. This stuff is, let's do the presentation. This stuff is $67 US for 30 ml. I got buy one, get one free and like extra discounts on top of that with the Black Friday. This is the cheapest all natural I've ever bought. And that's why I blind bought, took the safe bet, talked about it before. Oh my gosh, it's just, you never thought pink grapefruit could do this with chocolate. Just a stunning opening of a perfume. Liz Cook is the name. This was launched way back in 2009. I have some thoughts that I'm going to get back to in the studio about this perfume, of why it's rated so low on Fragrantica, 3.33 out of 5 in the community. I could see why. It's definitely mismarketed, in my opinion. We'll get to that later on. But, yeah. You see my breath, I hope. I can see my breath. I don't know if you can. But literally over a foot of snow when I woke up. I was so excited. First snow Saturday. Coffee shop was still a little more vibrant than I'm used to. Usually it's just dead, and I love it. Usually the news scares everybody the day before. The traffic's like 2 hours long to get home. But the next day, everybody stays in, except for just a few places open. That's what I was hoping for this morning, but it was kind of like this. And then it was snowing heavily while I was there, and then it turned into rain, and I was like, I don't want to do all my equipment in the rain. I knew I was going to lose the snow, but I'll take you to the scenery. If you guys were watching Instagram, my stories, this is where I snuck back to and found this place on my bike. This used to be a road. You can see all grass covered now. Anyways, Brandon Therapeutic Fragrance. Stay tuned for the review. All right, everyone, back in the studio. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Fun for me. I wish it would have been more snow. I'm going to jump right in here. Notes include dark chocolate, amber, jasmine, and pink grapefruit. My very first thoughts were already captured on video in the unboxing. Literally, candy bar on the skin was my exact first thoughts. I remember that after wearing it more and more. Over 5 times, it's much more than that. It's way more nuanced than that. And then that, at that time, was with a lot more perfumes on my skin, not really given this attention it deserves for a natural fragrance composition from a house. Very, very surprised at this composition and blending on here. I mean, all the events I wore it to and all the hoopla of Christmas, this thing just performed perfectly how I needed it to. Literally would get off work and, we have just event after event. I don't know what happened to my life during that month. Never used to be like this. Seems like every night's or something, but I could just go grab this, spray it on, and it just performed. Perfect. By the time I went to bed, pretty much done, out of sight. Perfect fragrance. Love it for that. Love my naturals for that. Nobody gets turned off with synthetics or anything like that. That's why, again, I blind bought it. That's why I have a ton of these in my collection, are for those reasons only. And I wore Perfume or Oud during the day, for, however long. I put it on at 6 at night. So about, 10 to 12 hours wearing with other stuff. Again, I wasn't going to do this review till next winter. But I held off my spring. I predicted snow in the Northwest, but to be fair, I was hoping for multiple days. I didn't think it'd just be one heavy morning and then done and gone for the year. So our next bout of sun, I'm sure, is spring and then summer. So that'll come, but pulled this out for one last winter hoorah. Okay, my last thoughts on One Seed that I alluded to a bit are they have a section where they pick designers and say, if you like this designer, try this. And of course, I read that before I blind bought everything. Not one of these match up to that at all. My advice to them is just get that off of there. I think that is a reason they're getting hit on Fragrantica. That audience knows Perfume very, very well. And, when you say this smells like Coco Chanel, you're not even in the same ballpark as that. So it's just, you're setting up a false expectation. Just get rid of that. This is good perfume without that. I wore my first Chanel. I've smelled Coco Chanel. It's just, there's no reason for this. This is a beautiful, all-natural, that's what it is. And for people looking for that, this is up there composition. I'm very surprised at what she's pulling off here. I got these, again, I waited till they were so cheap for this because I didn't know I like them that much, even though I would wear them and layer them. But two of these I really, really like, and this is one of them. And I'm not a big gourmand fan, but that just, for the reasons I listed, I wear it like crazy for those reasons and those events. I like to smell good for, a night out. Before I wouldn't wear anything because people would hate my Arisias or heavy stuff. This just fits the bill, holiday friendly, and just adds interest that I like, interest smell that people aren't going to get anywhere else. Review compared to the Perfumer's notes. I would never dare pair pink grapefruit with dark chocolate, and here she is doing it. Genius, stunning opening on this again. Mention on top, mention it here again. This opening is just brilliant. The grapefruit just adds so much to that chocolate. Grapefruit burns off fairly fast as a citrus would, but the undertones in the grapefruit, the underfacets in the grapefruit bury into the dark chocolate and blend into the heart pretty deeply. Other than that, everything else listed in the fragrance pretty much plays out the rest of the perfume. The jasmine just livens up that dark chocolate perfectly. The amber makes it a gourmand. There are spices in here. Almost, I want to say a candied cinnamon without a heavy cinnamon smell, but imagine candied cinnamon without just the dense cinnamon, just a bit of it pulled off. In there, I pick up other spices. I pick up on here, I don't want to make them up, but Christmas spices, cloves, cardamoms. Nothing strong, just blended very good on top of here as like a potpourri kind of thing. Beautiful, not overdone, just light-handed aromatics. Well done, the perfume, where even the grapefruit still shines out in the chocolate. This is a really good composed natural perfume. The transitions really, you get a quick top and a quick bottom. The amber is left on the skin, but all the notes mentioned, everything I just mentioned above is the rest of the wearing, as it fades exactly like I described. That's what we have. Scoring for Bohemia 1C perfumes, 12 out of 15 for the experience. Project Sillage, 3 out of 5. Longevity, a 3 out of 5. I mean, I'm sure you guys all expected that. Branding originality, 3 out of 5. The bottle is, I mean, it's stock bottle, stock cap. I've seen them again and again, which they should be for natural, which he's charging. I'd rather pay for juice than bottle any day of the week. That's why the category's only 5 points out of 100 for that reason. Composition, 18 out of 20, well blended. 25 out of 25 for ingredients priced ml. Like there's for natural in the market, you're not going to find this cheapest stuff this blended this well. If you do, hit me up. I'll buy it in a heartbeat. Top 1010, Heart 4.5, base 810. Final score of it 86. Even at 86, I put this bottle worthy. Where do I see wearing this? Holiday parties, holiday time for me. I'll try it in the summer evenings. You like these heavy cocktails in summer evenings, and report back how it wears. But right now, that's still a testing I have to do. I'll do it on a top 10 list or something, or we'll catch it up on there. Who do I see wearing this one? I did a deep dive here. Nigella Lawson. I don't know if anybody watched her. She's one of my favorite cooking shows back when the Food Channel was actually good. Years ago, Nigella Bites. I just sit and listen to her talk about her stuff all the time. So deep dive, but I totally see her wearing this one. Projection up to a foot. Very short-tailed on this, and longevity on my skin up to 4 hours, maybe just a bit longer than that. All right, Olive for me, another review. Last winter review. Look for the first spring review. I have it locked and loaded. Stay positive. Peace be with you, and be blessed.